Alvin Kanara is legit.
He's such a nightmare matchup for defensive coordinator.
Putting up numbers that you just haven't seen. Kanara inside the 10. Kanara with a touchdown.
The red-hot rookie.
Kanara slips the tackle. Touchdown is he special or what?
And we're joined now by one of the best rookies in the NFL this season, Alvin Kanara. Welcome to Undisputed.
Oh, we got some young greatness here at this table.
Yeah. Good to have you. You were a third-round pick and scored 14 touchdowns this season. Were you even surprised by the season that you had?
I don't never use the word surprised, you know. I mean, just work and, you know, whatever comes from that is, you know, what it is.
So when you walked on that field the first time with that guy, Adrian Peterson, could you tell right away that you could hang with him, that you had something in your young legs that maybe he didn't have in his older legs? I
had no choice. I had to try to keep up with him. You know, we all know Adrian is a great player. You know, great person also. So you know, just being able to learn from him and soak up some of the game from him was a major help.
But could you tell right away you belonged?
Oh yeah. You know, I knew once I got that first handoff and I kind of took off down the sideline, I was like, all right, I'm still kind of fast. You know, I'm still fast. Yeah.
Were you surprised that Sean Payton finally said, you know what, I've seen enough of this kid. I'm going to ship Adrian to Arizona?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was one of those things. Being my first year, you know, I didn't know how any of that worked. So when I got that news, it was just like, you know, Mark texted me and was like, all right, it's go time. We got to work. Yeah. So you know, I was just ready. I was ready for whatever.
I don't know if a lot of people know this at home. You originally went to Alabama.
Yeah.
You were in the incoming freshman class with Derrick Henry, Kenyon Drake, and T.J. Yeldon. What possessed you to do that?
Man, it was me, Derrick Henry, it was Altie Tenpenny, and Tyron Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, so us four, I mean.
So those two were already there?
Yeah, TJ and Kenyon were already there.
Right.
And I don't know, when we got there, we were like, man. You know, it's one of the things where you sit in the room and you like, shoot. But, you know, I mean, I just wanted to go and compete.
Right.
You know, it was one of those things where I wasn't, you know, I had faith in my abilities.
Right.
And I felt like, you know, I could compete with the best of them, so.
But you got nicked early on. You had the surgery.
You didn't get nicked.
Yeah, you had the surgery,
and
you had the red shirt, and then the carries just weren't there, and so you was like,
I had to make a move, you know, make my next move my best move.
So what was it like trying to figure out how to play for Nick Saban?
You know, everybody knows Nick's reputation. You know, he gets the most out of his guys, and you know, it's nothing but respect for Coach Saban. You know, he tried to help me as much as he could while I was there.
Right.
You know, I just had it in my head that I was, you know, going to transfer. So.
But you had some conflict with him that I read?
Not really conflict, just a little immaturity on my part, being injured, not knowing how to deal with it. So, you know, he was trying to help me, but kind of just young and stubborn.
Was that tough to say, I got to get out of here? And you went to, what, Hutchinson Junior College in Kansas?
Yeah, it was tough because, you know, you always think you have a plan until you make that move. So I'm going to transfer. And when I got those release papers, it was like, oh, it's real now.
Right.
So it was like, man, all right, well, I got to go to JUCO. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
You know, and it's some of those times in the back of your head, you're like, maybe I should have, maybe I should have, but, you know.
Were there some lonely nights in Hutchinson where you're saying, what am I doing?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But, you know, you got to kind of think about what you're doing it for. You know, I wanted to get back to, you know, big-time football and prove to myself and prove to everyone that, you know, I could play with the best of them.
Your parents came from Liberia. Your mom came from Liberia. And I've read that you've said a lot of wisdom in that lady, and she imparted a lot to you. So when you went to Hutchinson, were you in touch with her, and she's saying, hang in? Yeah,
you know, my mom, she really helped me through it because, I mean, she was that force in my head, like, just keep going. I mean, you made your choice, so you got to, you know, keep grinding and, you know, get what you want out of it, and that's to get back to, you know, SEC play. So, you know, she helped me a lot, and, you know, sometimes I'm not as you know, I guess I don't give her enough credit, but I know that she was one of the reasons why I made it.
You're in the year. I think it's going to come down between you and Kareem Hunt for Rookie of the Year. But coming to this season, going to a team that had Mark Ingram, who had gone to the Pro Bowl, Adrian Peterson, who was a former MVP, who's the preeminent running back at his position. Did you think possible Rookie of the Year was in the cards for you?
Man, I didn't know what to think. You know, I just came in like, all right, whatever they throw on my plate, I'm gonna just eat it up.
Right.
So, you know, as the weeks started going, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing a little bit more. I just got hungry, and I'm like, all right, I'm here. Like, let's go. You know.
You know, it's funny. At every stage, you've had to share carries.
Yeah.
At Alabama, you had a lot of competition. Tennessee, you're sharing carries. I knew who you were, but I didn't exactly know what you were. I'm not sure the NFL knew exactly what you were. Yeah. And now you wind up with Adrian Peterson and Mark Ingram, but still Mark Ingram. At some point, maybe you're going to get a solo stage, right? Yeah. Did you ever think about that? No disrespect to Mark. No. You know, it's a good 1-2 punch.
Yeah, but I thought about it before. Yeah. When it comes to attack that, just like I would attack everything else, you know, I feel pretty confident in my ability. So.
Do you feel like you got underrated at every stage of your career where you weren't able to flourish and show all of your repertoire?
Maybe a little bit, you know, but I mean, I know my mom always tell me control what you can control. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what I try to do everywhere I've gone, like just control. I can control my you know, my passion for the game and what I do to help make myself better. So that's what I can control. That's what I control.
But when you look at it, I think it was a blessing in disguise, you leaving Alabama, because going to Tennessee, you showed your ability to catch the football. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're going to get that opportunity at Alabama. They don't throw the ball a whole lot to the running back. And at Tennessee, you got an opportunity to show that you on the return game and in the pass game. So you showed a side of you that maybe you wouldn't have been able to show at Alabama.
Yeah, I definitely thought about that the other day. Like, man, I probably wouldn't have caught as many balls. You know, that wouldn't have been something that would have been, I guess, discovered, you know. So that was definitely a blessing.
I'm getting to see a side of you right now that I don't always get to see in your interviews because it seems like Mark Ingram conducts the whole interview for you.
Nah, he don't conduct it. You know, we just go back and forth. That's my guy.
He is your guy.
Yeah.
So one thing you could not control happened on that final play up at Minnesota. What was your immediate reaction? What was your emotional reaction?
You know, in football, you know, I mean, offense, we on the sideline, so you know it's 10 seconds left. And we're thinking like, all right, this is our game, you know. Mm-hmm. If you would have asked pause it at 10 seconds and asked 100 people how you think this game is going to end, you know. So with that happening, it's like, man, like, you know, it's heartbreaking, of course, you know, but that's what makes football football. You know, sometimes it don't go your way. And, I mean, of course we feel like, you know, we should still be playing, but, you know, it happens.
So Marcus Williams, the safety, obviously, who made the bad choice on that route. In your rookie class, I don't know how close you all are. Have you spoken to him since?
I talked to him right when we went in the locker room, you know. Okay. I mean, he was hurt. He was broken down about it. And, I mean, he couldn't even pick his head up. And I went and grabbed him and, you know, grabbed the shoulder pads. And I was like, you know, keep your head up. You know, I mean, it's football that happens. You know, he's like, I lost us the game. I'm like, nah, you know, I mean, you got to think about the first half. I mean,
you got an interception.
Exactly. I told him, I was like, you put us in the game. You know, it's 0-17, and we come all the way back, and you had a part in that. You know, don't be down on yourself. I mean, if we could replay it, I'll put Marcus back there again because I mean, he's a good player. He's a great player.
Yeah, really good year.
Exactly. He had a great year. So I haven't lost any confidence in Marcus. You know, and I know he has the passion for the game to be able to, you know, move on from it. So he'll move on from it.
So going forward, do you expect Drew Brees to be your quarterback next year?
That's what I expect. You know, I don't think any different. You know, that's our QB.
Okay, let's say he is. How good can you be next year? Like real
year?
Good?
I think we pick up where we left off. You know, I think the sky's the limit for our team. And Coach Payton said it. You know, we got some young guys that can play. And our team, you know, we care about each other. You know, I think that's one thing that helped us a lot this season. I think we care about each other, genuinely care about each other, and that helps you when you're on the field.
Well, yeah. And for you going forward next year, what do you want to get better at? What do you want to do more of? What more can you? How much higher? Which is sky your limit?
Yeah, I think the sky's the limit. You know, I mean, just being able to get with Drew more and pick his brain about, you know, some of the things he likes as far as coverage and you know, route running and things like that, and still being able to learn more in the run game, and you know, because I feel like I can get better in the run game. It's things that I watch myself on film, and I'm like, man, there's still more yards out there.
Yeah, or that's a sweet route that you ran on the. This is good for Sean Payton. Put you in the slot, and get you on a linebacker. Yeah. That's like candy from a baby.
Exactly.
You were like, I got you. You don't even know what's about to happen.
You know, and I mean that's kudos to Sean and Drew, because I mean every week they're coming up with something, a way to get me freed up or get me matched up on a guy that they know I can beat. So
would you like to split out more and play X or Y or play?
Yeah, whatever I can do, because I feel like just me being out in those and split out or being out wide, I mean it just creates a different look for the defense, and it's hard to be able to defend that. So whatever I can do to free up Ted or Mike or Brandon Coleman, those guys. And then still helping Mark, because even Mark now he wants to do some of that. Yeah, he wants to split out and do some of that stuff too. He capable. He can do it.
Well,
I think he's got a future.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats on a great season. Alvin, thanks so much for joining
Georgia
us.
boys here.
Yeah, Jordan, that's true.
Next up, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is here. We'll talk to him about his new movie, his dad, and more next.
In a world